I never thought a simple request for a ride would change everything in my life. But there I was, 11 at night, at a lonely gas station on BR-116, staring at my phone as the last bit of battery drained away. I'd missed the night bus. There was no way back to Porto Alegre, and the storm was rolling in with that terrifying speed only people who've driven this road know. My name is Lucas. I'm 28, a freelance graphic designer. I'd just wrapped up a 3-day project in São Paulo, and all I wanted was to get home, back to my small apartment where I could finally put my feet up and breathe. The wind picked up. Dry leaves spun across the asphalt. I looked around. The station was almost empty. 2 gas pumps with weak lights blinking, a closed convenience store, and a huge Scania truck parked on the right, its red paint faded by time. That's when he climbed down from the cab. Tall, maybe 6'3", built solid, like someone who'd lived a hard life. A scruffy beard, calloused hands, plaid shirt, worn jeans. He had that weathered look you see on guys who spend their lives on the road. Our eyes met. He didn't look away. I felt something odd in my chest. I can't explain it. It was like time slowed for a second. He walked to the pump, grabbed the nozzle, and started filling up. I stood there, frozen, not knowing what to do. No bus, no battery, no plan. Then he spoke. "You missed the bus." His voice was deep, but not threatening. There was something careful in it, like he chose his words. "Yeah, missed it," I said. "And this storm's not letting up." He looked up at the sky. Dark clouds piled up like a solid wall on the horizon. "How far are you going?" "Porto Alegre. Any station on the way works. I just need to get out before this gets worse." He finished filling up, put the nozzle away, and wiped his hands on an old rag he pulled from his pocket. Then he looked at me again. This time, longer. "I'm heading to Curitiba. I'll pass Registro in about 2 hours. There's a bus station there. If you want, I can give you a ride." I hesitated, my mom's voice in my head warning me about strangers. But I looked at the sky, felt the rain starting, and thought, what choice do I have? "Thanks. I'll take it." He nodded, slipped his wallet into his back pocket, and gestured toward the truck. "Get in. Let's get out of here before it gets worse." I climbed into the cab. Smelled like diesel, old leather, stale coffee. A rosary hung from the mirror. Photos on the dash, a woman and 2 kids. The photo faded with time. He climbed in, started the engine, and the truck roared to life. Adjusted the mirror, buckled up, and we pulled out. Rain hit hard almost immediately. "Rafael," he said without taking his eyes off the road. "Lucas," I replied. We didn't talk for maybe 15 minutes, just engine noise, rain hammering the roof, wipers fighting the downpour. The road was dark. Almost no other cars. It felt like we were the only 2 people left. Then the rain got worse. Couldn't see the lane markings anymore. Rafael slowed down, squinting into the dark. "Can't see anything," he muttered. He pulled the truck onto the shoulder, shut the engine off. Rain drummed on the roof like it was trying to break through. "We waited out," he said. "Could be a while. There's a blanket back there if you want to crash." I looked behind me. There was a small space with a thin mattress, a worn pillow, and a folded gray blanket. "Thanks, but I don't think I'll be able to sleep right now." He gave me a half smile. Tired, but real. "Yeah, me neither." We sat listening to the rain. The cab was small, our shoulders almost touching. I could feel his warmth. Not uncomfortable, just there. A silence that felt okay. Some people carry weight with them. You can see it in how they hold themselves. Rafael was like that. His grip on the wheel was tight, like he was holding something down. He broke the silence. "Do you have a boyfriend?" The question came out of nowhere, straightforward. No beating around the bush. I laughed nervously. "No. And you, are you married?" He looked at the photo, quiet for a moment. "Yes, married 12 years. The way he said it wasn't happy, it was hollow. A word repeated so many times it loses weight. kids? I asked, even though the photo gave away the answer. 2. A boy and a girl, 8 and 6. He touched the photo. Not affection, just checking it was there. Another silence. Heavier this time. But you don't seem happy when you talk about them, I ventured. He took a deep breath. He ran his hand through his beard. I love my kids. They're everything to me. But the marriage, it's complicated. Complicated how? He took a breath, stared at the rain like it could take the words away. Like waking up next to someone and feeling completely alone. You share everything, the bed, the bills, the routine, but never actually share yourself. Raw, honest, words he'd been holding too long. She looks at you but doesn't see you, I said without thinking. Raphael turned his head to me, eyes wide. Exactly. How do you know? Because I know that feeling. I grew up feeling invisible. He kept looking at me. This time, I didn't look away. Invisible why? I took a breath. Not something I tell strangers. But in that cab, cut off from everything, with the rain making a wall around us, I felt like I could. Because I'm gay. My family never accepted me. To them, I stopped existing the day I came out. They look at me like I'm a ghost. Silence. Long silence. I thought I'd said too much. Waited for him to tell me to get out. The rain kept falling, but he didn't do that. Instead, he laughed. Quiet, not mocking. Recognition. Sorry, he said. It's just... You remind me of someone I wish I'd been. I frowned. What do you mean? He rubbed his face hard. Someone brave enough to be themselves, no matter what it cost. My heart raced. I hadn't expected that answer. And you? I asked slowly. Do you know who you really are? He stared at the windshield. Rain still coming, but softer now. I've always known. Just never let myself admit it. When you bury something that deep, you can almost believe it's not there. I do. I knew exactly what he meant. Truth buried under routine, responsibility, expectation. My whole life. My hand was on the seat, a few inches from his. I could feel the electricity in the air. It wasn't just the storm. It was something older, more urgent. That moment right before everything shifts. When you can still walk away, but you know you won't. And why are you telling me this? I asked. He finally looked at me again. Tired eyes, but honest. Because you're the first person in 12 years I look at and think, maybe he'll understand. Something inside me cracked open. Relief. Recognition. I understand, I said quietly. So I did something. Reached over and touched his shoulder. Just a simple gesture. You're not alone. He closed his eyes. His whole body relaxed. Like something inside him finally let go. You deserve to be seen, I said. He opened his eyes. They were wet. And you deserve to be loved completely, not like a ghost. We stayed there, my hand on his shoulder, rain easing outside. The silence felt different now. Closer. Raphael spoke first. Sometimes I wonder what it would have been like if I'd made different choices. Like what? Like, not marrying just because it was expected. Not building an entire life on a lie. His voice cracked. The weight of 12 years. Waking up next to someone and lying to yourself. But you love your kids, I said softly. That's not a lie. No, that's the only true thing. He turned to face me. Our knees touched. The cab got smaller. And you? He asked. Have you ever been loved the way you deserve? I laughed, but there was no humor in it. Yeah, I've dated, but always felt like something was missing, waiting for someone who'd really see me, not just the surface. Does that exist? I want to believe it does. He ran his hand through his hair, nervous, hands shaking slightly. Can I ask you something? Go ahead. Have you ever been attracted to someone you knew you couldn't have? My stomach tightened. Yes. And what did you do? It depends. Sometimes I let it pass. Other times, I took the risk. Regret it? Regret the times I let it pass. Always. Regret the times I took the risk? Never. He didn't look away, just stared at me. I don't know what's happening, he said, barely a whisper. But since you got in this truck, I feel something. The air between us got thick. That moment right before everything changes. You don't have to name it, I said, our hands on the bench, a few inches apart. His hand was shaking. He moved his fingers slowly. They brushed mine. Accidental. Not accidental. I linked my fingers with his, slowly, giving him the chance to pull away. He didn't. He squeezed my hand. Hard. Like holding onto something that wouldn't let him fall. I shouldn't feel this, he whispered. But you do. Yeah, I do. Rain had eased to a drizzle. Outside was dark. Inside the cab felt like its own world. He let go of my hand to turn toward me, our faces inches apart. I could feel his breathing. If I do this, there's no going back, he said. Then do it. He leaned in, slowly, giving me the chance to pull away. I didn't. Our lips met. Hesitant at first, then everything came pouring out. Years of hiding, loneliness, truth, all of it in one moment. He cupped my face with both hands. Big hands, rough, but gentle. I held the back of his neck. When we finally pulled apart, we were breathless. I always knew, he said, resting his forehead against mine. Always knew, but never let it happen. And now I can't pretend anymore. He looked around. Just us. Empty road. Dark night. He stood up and locked the doors. Then he turned off his phone. When he came back, there was no hesitation. Just truth. Are you sure? I asked. For the first time in 12 years, I am. What happened after was about more than bodies. It was about finally being able to breathe. We stayed like that. Him on the mattress, me against his chest. Rain had stopped. The silence felt different now, sacred. Thank you, he said softly. For what? For letting me be myself, even if it's only for one night. Something in my chest tightened. I knew this was temporary. When the sun came up, reality would return. But for now, I didn't think about that. You gave me that too, I said. We fell asleep like that, tangled together. When I woke, light was coming through the cab, weak, but there. Raphael was already awake, sitting in the driver's seat. The way his hands held the wheel, it wasn't strength anymore. It was desperation. Raphael? He didn't answer right away. When he turned, his eyes were panicked. This was a mistake. This can't happen again. My stomach dropped. What? I have a family, responsibilities. I can't. The words cut. Each one. Are you saying it was a mistake? No. God, no. It was real. The most real thing I've felt in 12 years. But it can't happen again. You understand? Yeah. I understood. Easy to be honest in the dark. Hard when the sun comes up. But it hurt. No one has to know, I said, keeping my voice steady. It was one night, that's all. The sadness in his eyes was almost too much to look at. I wish I could give you more. I know. He got dressed quietly. I did the same. No words, nothing to say. Before he started the truck, he turned to me. Do you regret it? I looked at him. Tired eyes, but honest. No. Not what happened, and not what it means for you. Everyone does what they can. He nodded, then leaned over and kissed my forehead. Gentle. Sorry, I need to process this. I understand. He started the engine. The truck roared back to life. We headed back onto the road. The drive to Registro was quiet. Not comfortable. Not hostile. Just melancholic. Like the end of something that shouldn't have started but felt real anyway. At the station, it was mid-morning. People everywhere. Buses coming and going. Normal life. Raphael parked, turned off the engine. We just sat there. I wish... Don't. But I could see he needed to say something. You gave me something, whether you realize it or not. Thank you. I nodded. I grabbed my backpack and got out. Before I closed the door, I looked at him. He was writing something on a piece of paper. He looked at it, looked at me. He wanted to give it to me, but he couldn't. A phone number. I knew without asking. I smiled one last time. Don't, I said. We both know this doesn't work, but thank you. Really. I shut the door before he could respond. I walked into the station without looking back, but I had to look, through the glass. He was still there, one hand on the wheel, the paper in the other, eyes distant. Then he started the engine and drove away. The red truck disappeared. I don't know if he kept the paper. I don't know if he'll ever call. I don't know if he'll find the courage to live the way he wants. But I know this. That night was real. It changed me. For the first time, I didn't feel invisible. I was seen, completely, by someone who needed to be seen too. And maybe that's all we really need, to be understood, to be accepted without judgment, even if it's just one night in a truck. That night taught me something important. Real connections don't have to last forever to matter. What matters is the transformation. He went back to his life. I went back to mine. But we both came back different. And that's the proof that what happened was real. Not because it lasted, but because it changed us. How many people spend their whole lives pretending to be someone they're not? How many never get a single moment of real freedom? That night taught me we don't need a lifetime of acceptance. Sometimes one moment of truth is enough. One moment that reminds you that you exist, that you matter. If you're reading this and you see yourself in this story, if you felt that same fleeting but transforming connection, if you're still hiding who you are, I need you to know, you're not alone. Comment if this story hit you. Share your story, even if it's hard. When we share these truths, we make space for others to breathe. And if you got this far, leave a like. Help me keep sharing these stories about what it means to be human with all our contradictions, fears, and desires. Thank you for staying. See you in the next video.